time of this recording, Jeff is 56 years old. He graduated from Princeton back in '86 with a degree in electrical engineering and computer science. And after working on Wall Street, he founded Amazon in 1994. It started as a simple online bookstore, but now it's grown into the world's largest online sales company. Amazon offers a ton of e-commerce products and services ranging from video streaming, AI, and more. Among Jeff's long list of accomplishments, he founded the aerospace manufacturer Blue Origin in 2000, which had a successful test flight to space in 2015, and more plans for the future. That being said, his net worth is over an estimated $130 billion US. According to the Wall Street Journal, the purchase price of the estate is a new record for the Beverly Hills area, and Jeff is officially the top-paying buyer in the Los Angeles real estate market after this one. Mr. Bezos paid an unbelievable $165 million for this property in the celeb-filled Beverly Hills, which was previously owned by David Geffen, co-founder of DreamWorks. The mansion is actually the Warner estate, designed in the 1930s for Jack Warner, obviously the president of Warner Brothers. It's considered one of the top mansions built during the Hollywood Golden Era. Mr. Warner spent over a decade working on the mansion, and the Georgian Revival-style estate was made to host the most elaborate parties, including guests like Albert Einstein and Howard Hughes. Jeff's new home is in the Benedict Canyon area of Beverly Hills and tucked away in serious privacy. The estate's gates open up to a winding driveway lined by trees that go right up the hills to the main mansion and paved motor court. The property spans 9 acres of land and hosts the massive main mansion as well as 2 guest houses. The main home is 13,600 square feet of living space and has 8 beds and 9 baths. The front door in this place opens up to a 2-story entryway with a fancy floor made from a variety of woods, and of course a sweeping staircase leading to the upstairs bedrooms. On the first floor, there's a main living room with 18th century design, a fireplace, and cut glass chandelier. The dining room is also on the main floor, and although it's at an average of 16 guests, it could be expanded to fit several dozen. This new mansion also has a library and sunroom beside the living room, which has more seating and doubles as a lounge area. Although recent photos of the Warner estate's interior are limited, we know there's a screening room and an expansive top-of-the-line bar. The bar is designed in a Gothic style and has a Mexican chandelier from the 1820s. Previous owner David Geffen allegedly spent $45 million on renovations to the home and an additional $20 million just on landscaping. The impressive grounds offer multiple terraces and gardens, a nursery, 3 greenhouses, and 2 ponds. The motor court even has its own service garage and gas pumps. Not to mention the beautiful swimming pool located on Jeff's new property and tennis courts. If that's not enough, the estate has its own 9-hole golf course, and if you make friends with the neighbors, they apparently have a golf course too, so you can play 18 holes without leaving your backyard. So it's clear Jeff has made quite the investment purchasing this historic Hollywood property, and it sounds like a palace worth the price tag. His venture capital firm Bezos Expeditions is buying 120 undeveloped acres in Beverly Hills for $90 million. Jeff scooped up not 1, but 3 apartments in none other than New York City, which cost him an estimated $80 million. He bought a breathtaking penthouse unit as well as the 2 apartments underneath. Jeff's New York apartments are in a building beside Madison Square Park in Manhattan, and the purchase includes his 3-story penthouse, a private elevator, and a few large terraces. The 3 units combined span 17,000 square feet and have 12 bedrooms, not to mention the amazing views as it looks over the park. Jeff's building has a fitness center, golf simulator, a games room, and a movie screening room. The penthouse unit itself covers the top 3 floors of the entire building and has 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 3 powder rooms, and multiple balconies. Inside Jeff's apartment, you'll see it's designed in a modern style with plenty of windows for natural light. The master bedroom suite is huge, made up of multiple spaces, and the attached bathroom has a view of the Empire State Building. A massive great room in the penthouse takes up most of the main floor and attaches to the library and stairway that leads you upstairs. The second floor has 1 rooftop terrace that spans the entire length of the building, and a sunlit lounge, where the 3rd floor offers additional outdoor room for entertaining and another lounge. Jeff owns a handful of other properties across the US, but since his divorce from Mackenzie, I'm not sure who kept what. We know Jeff owns land in a tiny waterfront city beside Seattle called Medina, Washington. Bill Gates also has a home here. This tiny town of 3,000 people is a haven for some of these big shots as they get so much privacy. Jeff owns an estate here he bought in 1998 for 10 mil, which spans over 5 acres of land and has a 20,000 square foot house and an additional 8,300 square foot house. Apparently this house had a giant renovation in 2010, and then Jeff also bought the mansion next door for an alleged $53 million. Kitchens, 2 libraries, 2 gyms, 25 bathrooms, and 11 bedrooms. Features include a 1,500 square foot ballroom in the wood house, a whiskey cellar, a garden room and pavilion, elevators, and a huge lounge with a bar. So spent $12 million on renovations to this DC estate, likely making it more impressive. I could go on and on about Jeff's epic properties, but it's seriously exhausting. On top of all of this, he has a West Texas ranch, which is the biggest of them all, spanning 30,000 acres of land, which doubles as the site of his space company Blue Origin, an additional multi-million-dollar compound in Beverly Hills, and more. It's estimated that between Jeff and his ex-wife Mackenzie, the family also owns somewhere around 100,000 additional acres scattered across the US.